Hello YouTubers, we're putting Shanks in, and to be honest with you, this thing is kicking my butt. Saw blades kicking my butt, I guess will be the title of this thing. These aren't easy going in. I gotta get my hat off. I've been working on it for better part more than an hour. I know. I started out putting them in one way and putting them in another. I'm starting out, let's see, this is 25. Okay, so if you go around, that's 37. I numbered all these. I don't know whether that's showing up in the camera. I wiped them all off, cleaned it up. You can see I'm clean down to here. Here's number 1, so it goes, the number is behind the number. I guess you're seeing that. Anyhow, so I figured I'd just put it in gear. You know, put the PTO in, I could swirl them in and swirl them out. Wrong answer. That didn't work. I started to turn the engine, and I was kind of afraid doing that because if I turn the engine, it might just fire off on me. I don't know. So that kind of scared me. I should have number 38 in. I should have, I don't know where I'm at, 38 and 50. I'm all screwed up. 1, 2. There's not a divide it in half once you got 50 out. There isn't no 12 and a half. What I did was, you know, it's not real good to take all the shanks out at one time. Then you're supposed to have your saw tension after you take all the shanks out, put shanks in. But what I did, and I don't know whether you can see this because I got you balanced up here on top of the thing. Let's see. What I'm starting out is 1, then I went to 25, but maybe I should have gone to 26 to keep it in order. So maybe the next one ought to do 26, which I don't know, and then maybe go down to 50. I think that's what I'll do. I'll do 26 and 50. No, I want to hit in between. Who knows what I want to do? It just you know, you start to plan and it goes all bananas. But I didn't want to just wrap around the saw. So that's a goofy thing. I think I'll go to 26 and then go to 50, which should be opposite each other, and then I'll have it even here and then divide it in half, which is mentally in my mind seems to be pretty good. No, I'm going to go to number 50. So no, that'll put me right next to number 1, and I got number 1 in. Yeah, I cut it in half, so now I need to go to, I'm going to go to number 6. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to put it in here. And what I decided to do, once again I can't tell whether you're in the picture, is I'm using the I couldn't stop it anyway, so I'm just using the guide, and it's using it as a clamp, and it's wood on the steel, so that should be, I think it should be good. I've never really done it that way before, but I've never put B shanks in before and had such a battle. So let's see, I can't see. This is number 6. Are you in there? Yeah, number 6. Can't move it now, so we'll move the camera and see if I can get that thing in there. I got the shanks. Oh, the shanks are over on that side because I started on the other side and it just wasn't working, so I started on this side. It seems to be doing better, and I've had other problems too, which is standard for me. Just a normal mess. Got a whole pile of teeth somewhere. Teeth, shanks, oil cans, rags, you name it. I got all sorts of messes here. So we're going for number 6. So I guess we'll 6, and it's behind there, so we'll oil it up a little bit, and then we'll get a shank and a bit, a shank and a tooth. I'm gonna oil the, there's a little V trough here, and so that's what I'm oiling. And there's a V trough in the blade. That's what I'm oiling, and then I'm going to start putting it in. And you can screw it around a little bit and drop it in the sawdust pit a couple times to, you know, Guess it helps if you put it in the right way, doesn't it? I was working on the other side, now I'm working on this side. I don't know if that really makes any difference. But you got a little button there and a little button there, and you put that in, and that's where you start. But what I noticed is you really got to have these things right here. If they go in and they're not flat, oh crap, they're not flat on both sides, then they don't go in flat on both sides. See, right now it's proud on this side, so you got to move it over a little bit, and it doesn't like to do that, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's in crappy machining but see there, it's nice and even, but that tooth isn't in there. That tooth's in other words, right here, this should be flat right here, and I put a couple of them in and they were proud one way or the other, so I took them out and put them back in. I thought after it got in I could just squeeze it with a little what do you call it, C-clamp, but the C-clamp, a lot of pressure there, just snapped like it wasn't even there, and I didn't have a wrench or anything on. That's just by torquing it by my hand. So then you can't get a position on it really good either. So let's see what I can do here. I'm hoping that I can. Nah, I moved it. So okay, I moved it the wrong direction too, didn't I? That's pretty good. This is going to take a long time. And I don't have it down far enough. I got to get up on it to push it in. That's a lot of push. A lot of people say you're supposed to tap it in after you get it in there. You know, that saw blade going around is going to tap it in. So now I'm going to undo this if I go the right direction, but it's so oily I can't turn it anymore. This is going to be a long road to hoe. So I just did number 7, so theoretically the one opposite 7, I guess, would be 32, but it's probably not. It's probably all the way on the other side. So I did number 6. I'm gonna cross 6 out. I'm gonna mark it with a big orange if I can get out of here. Now my leg is stuck. Get my orange crayon. This is I should have planned which numbers I wanted to go first, because I'm trying to do it like maybe torquing a head on a car. Of course you can't see it because I got so much oil on it. Now if I run that around, I'm trying to think, if I run that around, it looks like it's right about here, 31 or 32. So 7, yep, 31. So it did kind of work out the way I was wanting, 31. So I'll do this one right here. So I'll lock this back down. I lock that back down. I get me another shank and bit. I'm hoping you're in the screen. Put a little oil on there. Put a little oil on here. Put a little oil on the V. Like I said, I already wiped them out pretty good. Or I'm getting wiped out, I'm not sure which. Hope the breeze didn't get you too bad. I'm sure there's a lot of people that put these in a lot easier than I'm doing. See, that's actually pretty solid now, and it's pretty solid, and then I touch it and it comes out. This is going to take me a while. I can see that. I got to drop a few into the sawdust pit before it's done proper, though. I'm pretty good at knowing that already. And you can see it seated in there. Maybe afterwards I'll go around and tap every one of those. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So now I'm going to go down here to, if you can see my thing, I'm going to shoot down for in between here. It looks like about 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 19. So I'll go to 19. I should probably do the one opposite it. Did I loosen this up? Nope. Go to 19. Okay, that's 32. Oh, I didn't see how that came out smooth wise. Yeah, it looks like you really got to pay attention to it, but it's still proud on one side from the other. In other words, this part here is further over than this part, but they're in those V's. I think maybe it's just something once you get into a log, it's going to settle into place the way it wants to go. Let's see where we're at. We're going to 19. That's 46. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we're going to that one right there. See what that looks like. Alright, now I got to tighten her down. Tighten is turning it away from me. Alright, get a bit. Get a shank. Get the oil. I'm not going to bring you through this whole ordeal. I'll bring you through afterwards. We're going to go for a ride up, and I worked on the lawnmower. Man, I'm working on 19, which is this one here. It's a lot easier when you roll them in and out at the same time, I do believe. That's nice and seems snug. Gotta get up here though. Well, you can feel it. You can feel it seat out. That's for sure. I'm all right with that one. Now I crossed out 19 on my thing, but I lost my pen. There it is. 19 is done. According to my thing, across from it should be 44. Gotta loosen this. Starting to get into a little bit of rhythm now. 44, 41, 42, 43, 44. I'm going to bring it down a little bit further about here. I don't know if you guys are in the screen, but I'll look in a minute. Get the bit. Get the shank. We're doing 44. Put some nice synthetic Mobil 1 oil on it. Probably shouldn't be using that. This old sawmill never knew what synthetic oil was, did it? But that's what I had laying around. Somebody gave it to me. Gave me a couple gallons of it. Oh, that one was trying to run away, wasn't it? They just don't want to come to work. I guess because I have it down further this way. Like I said, I'm learning on this one. I'll tell you what, number 3 is going easy. That feels good on both sides. What did I do with the wrench? I like that. I'll tell you what, you know when you hit that oily mess on the hands. Well, I'm thinking I'm kind of getting into a rhythm now, 44. Now I want to go to 31. I think I already did 31. I didn't mark it off my calendar. Let's see if I don't have 31 already done. That's 6, 7. That's 19, 26, 31. Yeah, I got 31 done. I can cross that off my Christmas list, guys. Alright. Now I'm going to number 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're looking, here's what I'm counting. Back. This is killing me. I guess you can see it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 in between those two that are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in between those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between those, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between those. So I'm going to this one here, and I'm going to go to number 9. I don't know if that's the way to do it, but that's the way it's getting done this time. So go to 9. Round and round she goes. I need one of those clickers so I know when I win. 6, 7, 8. That means there's only going to be 2 between there. 6, 7, 8, 10. Then there'll only be 2 between. If I go to 10, there'll be 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there. I guess that's just the way it is. Once I get down, I'm not going to be messing with the numbers. I'm just going to start whacking them in, I think. So I'm going to number 9, and that's just the way it is. I can't worry about it no more. I hope you're in there. Get a shank, get a bit, get oiled up. We're going to 9 right here. Oh, I got to tighten it up, don't I? All right. There's that. There's that. 9 is the one behind the number. Put that in like so. Yeah, they're rolling pretty good when you don't have a tooth in there. I guess that's what's giving it its tension. Detention. Well, that feels... I'm pretty pleased with that if I can get the wrench in there without losing everything in the sawdust pile. Here we go, guys. Still feels good. Oh man. Guess oily hands can't tighten that up as good as I like to do it. And you can look through there, and if you don't see any daylight and it's pretty smooth here, you're in there. I didn't tighten that one very much. I tightened it with the left hand. So now I just did number 9, which I'm going to my exercise chart here, because this is giving me exercise. I'm going to go over to, looks like 35. If I'm going straight across, I don't have a guide thing here. We'll do one more. What did I say? 30, 35. 25. There's 34, 35. So we're going to this one. Theoretically, that should be across from that one down there. So we've been this routine before. Oil, boom, shank, this, that, and the other. I'm starting to get a little bit of a rhythm down. It's working better now. 34, 35. Took me a little while to work this rhythm. I guess I didn't tighten the tighten this thing, and now I'm covered with oil. And never going to get it without a rag. My hands are so oily, and it's a nice old metal thing. That feels good. The distance, these feel nice and flat. I'll tell you what, the first few I put in did not go in flat. So that's something that's kind of new to me. Yeah, I think I'll just do it afterwards. Anyhow, things are starting to, I'm getting the hang of it, learning. I've never done it with the threes go in so easy. You don't need to use a saw guide as a clamp, but it's two wooden things. I think it'll be all right. Saw's still a little loose. So I'm gonna come up here and get the camera. Then we're gonna go for a ride, Clyde, because I don't know how much time we got in there so far. Quite a bit. That's kind of enough. Anyhow, I got a lot of teeth to go. And this is, there's a pile of teeth right there, pile of dentures right there, all the shanks right there. I measured them all to see where they were. I just put number 35 in, so I'm at the, I haven't even made it up the side of the mountain yet. Had to take my sweatshirt off. It was hot. We're gonna go down and look at the mower that I worked on. I did the gas tank. I did a video on it too. Look at how the leaves have turned. Now these have turned like it's probably since I got back from the Bunyan show. Bunyan show was last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today is Saturday. No, yeah, today is Saturday because I got a Jeep show I'm going to tomorrow. I'm just going to walk around and enjoy myself. It's a lot easier if you don't have to sit there and sell stuff like up at Carlisle or meet the people, which I did enjoy meeting the people. I think that I might have liked Bunyan show more than Carlisle, because when you go to Carlisle there's pressure to sell stuff, and it's when I went to Bunyan there was no pressure to sell anything. The only thing was to meet everybody, and so it was really pretty nice. There's my lightsaber. We might even go up to the house. No, I think what I got to show you is in the back of this. We did some mowing. I mowed for an hour and a half or so for a while today. With this mower, I'm just show you the update. I got that hose off. It's 6 foot long, so I need to order that piece of hose. That piece of hose looks like it might run $400, because it's just no cheap piece of hose. It's pretty heavy, but it's lasted for years and years and years. So you know, I guess that's just the way it is. I suck up this. I don't know if you can see it. That thing full of leaves, usually like I showed you in the other video, let's see, about 15 an average. And I started taking measurements. You can't see that back in 15. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 years I know that hose worked. So if you divide 7 by 4 or 4 into 7 or something like that, you'll probably come out with it all right. Anyhow, we got this thing running. Okay, and here's the gas tank. I got a new gas tank lid. Here's where I patched it, and doesn't appear, you know, my hands are wet. That's why it looks shiny, but it's not dripping anything, which is a good thing. And I mowed for, like I said, stronger than an hour today. So I'm pretty good with that. Then I decided I was going to change this seat out, because I bought those mowers in the back. This seat is the original. I think this is an 86 tractor. And so I think, well, maybe it's time to do that. So I bought those Toro lawnmowers or Jacobson lawnmowers in the back, and I measured the seat. Here it is. Oh, I can't turn it over with one hand. So I measured the seat and the distance. I like these seats because they have holes in them to let the liquid out if they do get water in there. So I measured it from here to here and it was the same, and I measured it from here to here it was the same, and I measured it from here to here it was the same, and it looked the same. See, it's got the troughs here to get the water out, and I said, oh man, that is the same seat. I'm turned out lucky buying that mower. This seat costs $100. So if you look at it, it had this trough up here like the other one, has this trough up here like the other one. It's got the 2 holes back here like the other one. I said, man, this is gonna be great. So I undid it, and guess what? The bolt holes don't match. So tonight after dark, because I can work in my downstairs shop after dark, I can't work sawmill after dark. What I'm gonna do is mill these in so I can get 8 inches between here and here, and then from here I got to drill a hole at 5 inches. So I don't know whether I want it where I want to place the seat. So I'll probably drill 1 hole here at 5 inches, come up here, 1 hole at 5 inches, and if I don't like it, then I'll have to put another one in between at 5 inches. So that's just the way it is. But the distance between here and here to make it work has to be here to here has to be 8 inches. So and it's wide right now, so if I mill this out right here, mill this out right here, it doesn't miss it by very much. I don't have a tape, so that's what we're going on. So that's about it. The place that been working on the conveyor, they're not open on today. Oh, I'm also working on the, which I'll be working on tonight, the mount for the saw that got signed. Man, I'm getting all twisted. So I got the boards up, which I think you saw in a previous video. So that's about where we're at. I'll be working on that in the nighttime too. So thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon if you want to see the next video that I post. And some of them will be in order, some won't be in order. So just kind of watch it. If you don't like it, zoom through it, hit like, and do me a favor, hit like because it doesn't cost you nothing, and then get out of it. So we'll see you later now. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going back to do saw teeth. Bye-bye.